Welcome back to the Advanced Warfare Season 1 Championship. Mr. X, Chris Puckett up in the booth. Matt, Optic Gaming, 250 to 108 performance on Solar. Rise, they're in a hole, but we kind of expected them to be down after a hard point.
You expected that.
Yeah.
If you're Rise, I mean, you really needed all your Slayers to play on point, and they really didn't get that. And I think if Chino played at a much faster pace than everybody else, you saw that with the number of engagements, 40 deaths, that's a lot. Just trying to put a lot of pressure on the hill. And if his teammates aren't playing at that speed, you're kind of sending one person at a time. It throws everything off. So I think for that one, kind of expected it, kind of chalk that one up, throw it away. I think this is the one they really need to focus on.
All right, so it's Biolab.
Yeah.
S&D. You know what Optic's going to do. How do you counter them? What's the game plan here for Rise Nation on defense?
On defense, they're going to need to do some different looks. We saw that at TK in the Prophecy series, and I really liked it. The first 2 rounds on defense, they came out and just played super aggressive. They went straight through purple, came right through ice, just put a ton of pressure on that Prophecy lineup. And then Prophecy, on that 3rd offensive round, they played really slow and defensive, and TK never came. And it kind of really threw off their game. I think for Rise Nation to win this, they're going to have to come out with a lot of different variations of different looks.
Key player, of course, is going to be Diabolic, as you see on your screen. A 1.11 in his games against Optic Gaming in the regular season. We'll see if he can stay positive. We head to Biolab for some search and destroy action. We'll see who is on the attacking side first. And you got to wonder, do you prefer to be on the attacking side if you're Rise Nation, or do you want to just put a stop to Optic Gaming's push first?
I think if you can go on the offensive side and steal one of these early rounds, I think that's a huge confidence win for Rise Nation. I think and they can get creative on offense. Obviously, defense is such a heavily favored side on this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of innovative push off the first one. I mean, obviously, well, they're going to have defense Rise, but when they go on that offense, I wouldn't even be opposed to see maybe an ice push right off the break, something unconventional that Optic would not expect, and then you just try and catch 1 or 2 players off guard and win around that way. I think that's kind of how you have to play this if you're Rise.
No, I wanted to show you something here at the start of the game. Diabolic with a sniper secondary. You're also going to see Chino rocking a Moors on his back. Optic Gaming is looking to target A, though, and that's really going to be key for Diabolic to scout this out. Pac-Man, a little bit of danger close action on his nades as well.
Something we don't see too much, danger close. A lot of players don't agree to use it, but I think it's a great perk. If you're going to be able to use it, but Scump right there picking up that kill on Pac-Man using those barrels. Surprised Pac-Man didn't shoot those coming out of that factory area. We see a lot of players do that, shoot them before they can even come out.
And it looks like bomb planted right away. That one's going to go to nade shot. Scump was taken down, so he's 1-1. Chino was the one who picked up that kill. Chino going to lead the charge in. Didn't see the player to his right, but he has nade shot right around him. Diabolic also in the mix, and there they are converging. That leaves Formal last man up as the last man for Optic Gaming. Can he stop the defuse? 22 seconds left. He's going to spot Center, though. Center, does he see him? Center sees it last second, dips out of the way of that shot from the sniper. Diabolic out of the action, but it looks like Chino is on the bomb, and it's going to be Sender knocking out Formal, and that is going to be an easy defuse. Nice finish there. There was Diabolic, Chino, and Sender all kind of running in a circle, and it just happened to pay off.
A little bit shaky of a defensive round right there for Rise. Optic started out very strong, getting that first blood, getting bombed down. But I like the way Rise traded kills after that. One thing, obviously, it's a lot easier for us to say with COD vision, but Formal taking that snipe shot, don't think Sender knew where he was at all. If he doesn't take that shot, they really don't have any way to locate him.
Chino's sticking with the sniper rifle on both sides, and he's going to be the lone player watching purple. Meanwhile, the attack is over at A. Pac-Man with the bomb, getting very aggressive. Interesting decisions here from Pac-Man. If he dies, Optic's going to know that bomb is down, but nade shot out of the action first. Sender's cleaned up by Krim, and it looked like actually Scump got Sender again with another canister. It's going to be up to Chino. 1-on-2. Formal and Scump left up, and Scump already with 3 kills. This one's going to Formal.
And I like that play out of Rise Nation. Don't think that was a bad attempt at all. When they got that first kill, there were 2 players backed up in that corner back to back on Optic. They really didn't know what to do, and nobody from Rise really pushed up with Pac-Man. If they had other players there with Pac-Man, maybe somebody to come towards that blue area and they can trade those kills, they might have been able to pull that round out.
All right, you're Rise. You've been blown up by Scump's canisters twice.
Shoot
Do you
them
blow
before
them
they
up
come.
At the start of the round?
Yes, please, somebody blow them up. You don't want to get blown up for a 3rd round in a row. That would just kind of be a little bit laziness.
All right, here's Scump's class. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sticking with the ASM-1. You are going to see some sniping across the way. That's nade shot. Not going to see any action, though, in Rise. They're going to stack A heavy here. You see one player on the bomb site, another one right outside of green. A third is inside of circle. So looks like This is going to be a B push situation for Optic Gaming, and Sender is going to be the only one there. As I say it, though, it looks like Rise is going to double back. Optic has just outweighted them, and now they have a clear shot at A.
I'm not really too much of a fan of this strategy. I think they took too much time. They're actually letting one player from Rise, who's going to be Pac-Man. He's going to get right behind them. He should be able to pick up 2 or 3 kills right here. He's going to pick up 2.
Nadeshot actually took out Scump there, so a little bit of team kill action in the panic, and that is going to leave Crim last man up. Optic, a little too patient there.
Wasn't a fan of that because they didn't show anybody by purple. If they would have had one person go over by purple, so that Rise couldn't flank right away, it would have been a little bit different. But Rise saw nobody over at purple. They saw nobody at A. They kind of just played really patient. I think Optic was trying to bait them out for a rush, but as soon as we saw Optic start to push A, Rise started hitting that flank. It was just perfect timing.
Pac-Man just had a great opportunity, lined him up. We go back over to him now on the attack. He's going to be your bomb carrier. He's got double stuns. And he was really aggressive on his last attack. Remember, he charged into green to pick up some early kills. We'll see what he decides to do with the bomb this time. Engagement should be going down below him at any point. That's Sender in the action. And Pac-Man will find a kill on Nadeshot right away. He continues to rotate. Meanwhile, Chino's going to pick one outside, so it's going to be a 2-on-2. Another opportunity. Pac-Man can't finish. Crim, last man up. And Crim is going to find the kill. 1-on-1. Pac-Man versus Crim. Pac-Man with the bomb rotating over to A. Crim, no idea where he went.
Yeah, and this is the type of round that Rise needed. They needed to win this one, and Pac-Man, he's going to be able to get bombed down. He's able to make this a game right now, 1-on-1 Crim. He's going to blow up the barrels. Let's see what kind of play he makes.
Crim making a little bit of noise, so Pac-Man knows where he's at. Pac-Man had the jump on him, but Crim gives him the business.
And it looks like Crim, he's going to find where Pac-Man's body was, just kind of give it a little bit stare, and he had that IMR in his back pocket, able to pick him off at range, like that switch of guns right there. Crim, so smart in every situation, knew exactly how to play that.
That shows you the power of the IMR, because Pac-Man had first shot, it looked like. Crim just destroyed him, though.
And that was something that we were kind of looking for coming into this event. You know, the first event since that patch where the IMR got a little bit of a buff, seeing how it plays on LAN, a little bit similar to the M8 from Black Ops 2. So see a lot of players having success.
It's not a fluke, man.
No,
that
it's
thing
not a
works
fluke.
on LAN just as well as it does online. Crim on your screen to open things up. Let's take a peek at his class. It says the ASM1, but obviously he's changed that. And we'll see what he's going to decide to do. Bomb this time, stacking up over at purple. Only one player again in position to stop it. This time, Sender again, and he's rocking an AK-12. We saw Parasite using that on this map earlier.
Parasite did a ton of damage with that gun earlier, so very interesting to see more variety of guns, and I love that we see that.
Absolutely. Formal is going to get a peek. Sender answers back, forces Formal down a bit.
So what I don't understand about the way this is being played right now, I know Optic Gaming playing extremely slow. Chino able to get that first pick on a Crim. Is that as Optic Gaming, your biggest strength is your gun skill as a team. You know, why not just force the issue and force Rise to fight those gunfights? Why kind of play slower and give Rise a little bit more of a tactical advantage, playing a little bit slower, able to get those easy picks?
Sender way out over at B. Chino, only player over at A, is going to get a big kill. That was on the planter, so bomb still not planted. Rise, lots of time here, and the pressure is on Optic with 40 seconds left on the clock. They need to get over and plant that bomb or go for the kill. Pac-Man 1-on-1, not going to be able to win it. Sender on your screen, checks over at bomb site. Gonna see a big kill from his teammate come in. It's all up to Formal, 1-on-2, and he can't get it done. Another big round. Excuse me, that bomb was planted. It's gonna be Sender with the defuse. So Nadeshot looks like he was able to finish that off, and man, it's pretty interesting start here from Rise Nation. Optic, you gotta question their attacks because on defense, they've been fundamentally solid.
Defense, they're gonna be fine regardless. This is a very defensive heavy map. They're able to win those gunfights at range fairly easy. On the offensive side, they're just playing so passive. Don't like to see that play out of them. And, you know, Nade off to a little bit of a rough start. I'd like to see on the next offensive side for him not to carry bomb, maybe get an easy bait and switch so he's able to pick up a kill. Because once, you know, if you don't have a kill to get things rolling, you need to get an easy one. And to bait and switch, let him pick up an easy kill, gets him in the game, gets him better in the flow of action.
You saw Optic on the minimap did go for the barrel explosions right away. Crim gonna peek this time, and that bomb is down. So just like last round, the bomb down right away. Both teams fighting for it. You're going to see Nadeshot trying to stay alive. Player pushing him on the left. Going to pick up the kill as his teammates clear out Rise. So there is the strength of Optic. You can just see when they want those kills, they can just melt through you.
That's a perfect example. And right there, you saw they pushed the bomb site right away once bomb went down. I don't understand why they just don't be that aggressive on the offensive side of things.
All right, so here we go. Round 7 coming up next. It's all tied up. Optic struggling on their attacks. We'll see if they can finish this one out on board with Nadeshot at the start. He's rocking the double Exos, overclock, as well as that mute. We're going to go to A once again, it looks like, as Nadeshot is going to lead the charge. He's got 2 teammates now in front of him. They're all sticking low, so they won't be seen. And the first engagement about to go down. It looks like Formal is shooting. Player underneath him. Formal still pushing for Pac-Man. Goes for the barrels, and that is going to do some damage. Nadeshot taking out Diabolic. Nadeshot 1-on-1 inside. It's going to pick up Chino here, and now it's actually Sender left. Sender's going to get the kill from behind. I didn't think Sender was going to be able to get in position that fast. Nice job to race over and finish off Nade.
Yeah, and Sender, once he got that call out, he rushed over right away. Something of note that's very interesting. Online lately, we've been seeing Formal carry the bomb. Right now, we're seeing Nade pick up bomb every map. That might be throwing off his game in Search a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, a tad bit.
We'll see what's going to happen. Optic Gaming really struggling on the attack. They have an opportunity to get some kills on defense here. Krim, the only player positive for the team at 8-6. Scumpy, even at 5-5. And that bomb this time for Rise. They've been showing A almost every time. Going back over to the B bomb site, and he is going to see Pac-Man pulling out a sniper here.
Oh, no.
Up close and personal. Who is that on the other side? It's Formal who could be peering through the window.
I love the idea by Pac-Man. I would like to see him just kind of straight up just push him. There's no reason to try and snipe. And that is a perfect example of why you don't snipe against Formal. Formal, one of the best snipers in any video game in history. And right there, pretty easy defensive round win for Optic Gaming.
Chino, last man up, and he is just going to get surrounded. Formal snipe off the head glitch was insane.
Yeah.
But I also want to give big credit to Scump. In his first engagement,
yes,
he got the kill, didn't take any damage. So then when it came down to the one-on-one versus Diabolic, able to win that gunfight with full health. And Optic Gaming was just able to swarm into B.
Just perfect COD timing, because as soon as Formal picks up that kill, you see the one from Scump come in right away. Because as soon as Pac-Man drops, his teammate goes to look at Formal, focus on that player. Scump comes in from the side, able to pick up an easy kill.
Krim picked up 1 last round, continues to lead the team at 9. Scump picking up 2 there to go positive. So we'll see what is the plan. Again, another A showing, but the bomb is actually over at B. I love this play. Optic, they've been trying to do some mind games. This one might actually work. Scumpy gonna have to clean up this kill on Sender though, and he does. So bomb rotating all the way around. Diabolic last man standing. He's tagged up, taking shots from all over, and he will be cleaned up. Optic Gaming takes the lead. 5-4.
That's a huge round because now they go back on the defensive side with a chance to close this one out. Loved the play right there. I thought Nade was actually going to go for the bomb plant over at B. Elected to just push straight through once they had that 2v1 man advantage, get over by Scump. Love the way they closed that round out. That was a very interesting strat, and that's exactly what you need of Optic Gaming. You know what? Being the #1 team, everybody is watching your gameplay. Everybody's taking notes of your strats. They need to put some new things into their game.
I was really impressed also just by the aggression on the attack that time. They weren't patient. They weren't playing it slow. They just charged in on Rise. You saw Scump pick up another 2 kills. He's on a 4-kill spree, and Sender's going to be dropped. Pac-Man as well. Krim going for the 3-piece before he's cut down by Diabolic.
Huge start right there from Krim, able to pick up those 2 kills, and now he's pushed the opposing team so far into their spawn. They know bomb's down. It's going to be a very difficult situation for Rise to fight out of.
Look how far up Nadeshot was able to press after Krim just pushed them back. He has eyes on that bomb. He is baiting this one out. Rise really has no option but to go for a challenge here. Chino is going to peek. Nadeshot punishes. Nadeshot called out. Diabolic wants the kill, but I mean, 1-on-3, this is going to basically be the end of it for Rise unless Diabolic does something miraculous.
Oh, he's going to have to pull a miracle here. You know, he's got that sniper in his back pocket. Let's see if he can pick up one. He's going to peek around the corner, sees nothing. He's going to have to rotate back.
Didn't check that roof, my friend.
30 seconds left. He might have saw a sliver of him right there, and I think he did, but it's going to be a very difficult position for him to fight out of.
Nadeshot continues to move around and picks up another one, 6-4. Shaky start for Optic Gaming, though. That was not the cleanest S&D we've seen from them.
No, not the cleanest S&D, but you saw in that offensive round, they switch up their game, and they say, you know what, let's just fight Rise straight up. Once they agreed to do that, it was an easy round. When they need to do that more consistently, you'd be kind of shocked. You know, they're the #1 team, have, you know, 3 of the best players in Call of Duty history. You'd kind of be, you know, expecting them to force those gunfights. They play so slow, like they're almost scared a little bit.
Really impressed by Krim and Scump in that one as well. Very confident in their shot. Scump started off pretty slow, went to 5-5, but finished on a 4-kill spree for a 1.8 KD. Krim up there with a 1.5, and on the other side, kind of a rough game there for Pac-Man. He was your bomb carrier, got 2 plants, but really had some opportunities for some one-on-ones, wasn't able to win them.
Right, S&D really comes down later in those rounds, and when you get bombed down, and even when you're trying to force a bomb site to those one-on-one situations. But something I want to point out is Nadeshot started out 0-5.
Yes.
Finishes at 6-6, so really came alive in those later rounds.
Yeah, you saw him there with the two kills in the final round as well. So good stuff so far from Optic Gaming. Hardpoint definitely stronger than their Surge game, but now we get a chance to see how they play in Uplink. Detroit Uplink coming up next. Stay tuned right here on MLG.TV.